In a world in crisis, can three idiots find hope in the darkest of places? Will love conquer all, or will hate win out in the end? This is a show called Hate.
Hello and welcome to a show called Hate, a podcast in which we explore love, hate, and everything in between in such a greater meaning and perhaps a little perspective. I'm John.
I was going to say Nick, but I'm not.
You're in his chair.
I'm Chris. I'm Chris.
Yeah, and
I am in Nick's chair.
You join us for a very somber episode of a show called Hate. Nick, Sickly Nick.
Sickly Nick's back.
He's back. Well, he's not.
Is that why we called him that?
I think because of his myriad of health conditions.
Yeah, he was here when we called him that. We didn't call it him behind his back.
No, to his face mostly.
You got to insult someone to their face. Otherwise, what's the point?
Oh, quite. Yeah. But no, sadly, Nick is not here. I had to pull out at the last minute.
Oh dear.
Indeed. Had to pull out at the last minute because he's sickly. But we had every intention of him coming along today.
Yeah. Well, we're going to drink his beers instead.
We're going to drink his beers, yes. Yeah. Well, of course, we could have been recording last night.
Well, that was my fault. I was going to bring this up, John, because I don't want anyone to cast aspersions, whichever one it is. I cancelled last night because I was listening to an awards do, or trying to keep track of an awards do.
That you could have been at.
I could have been at, but there are baby things imminent, let's say.
Yes.
So I didn't go because it was up in Manchester, but I did want to keep track of it.
Yes.
We didn't win anything, so I was wasting my time, really.
I can't imagine were there many viewers in the online streaming of.
Well, it was surprisingly difficult to find anything that actually covered it in the end.
Okay.
So it was a pointless waste of time. I had a couple of beers, tried to keep up with it, and then discovered during the course of that hour, which happened quite late in the evening, it must be said, that we didn't win anything. Not even, because there's a bronze, silver, gold. We were nominated for 4 different awards, didn't win anything. And nothing.
And these are all things that you could... Hey, if anyone's wondering what that zipping noise is...
We've got a cooler.
We have a cool... Now, you could be
I've never seen this cooler before.
You could be asking yourself, John, why didn't you grab a beer before we started recording?
We did.
You know what? I'm just going to leave that open.
Leave that open.
You
got ice packs in there.
We will be drinking from that.
That's
yeah, so basically... The 4 campaigns that you contributed to, none of them won an award, is what you're saying.
No, failed miserably.
Interesting.
There we go. Never mind.
But you're...
It's nice to be in a competition.
A few years ago, your team cleared up at a different award ceremony.
We won a different awards a year or so ago, yeah.
This is back in the day, this is before I quit my day job, when we were both kind of...
we almost came to blows.
Yeah, we were almost...
working for rival universities. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We nearly beat each other up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I felt in any way threatened, I certainly didn't show it.
I haven't got much of a reach.
Neither did our marketing department actually. I don't think we got shortlisted for anything.
Shame. Hate to see it.
But yeah, so we were going to record on our usual night. We moved it so you could watch this mediocre award ceremony.
It was pointless in the end. And now Nick's ill.
And now Nick has fallen by the wayside. Yeah. Basically.
You were with him. You were with him today?
Yes, today.
He was ill earlier, but I didn't know he was ill.
He was kind of like, I just feel bad, and I don't know if I'm ill or I just think I'm ill, or I'm kind of like, is it all psychosomatic or is it,
just doesn't want to do the podcast.
I think he just doesn't like you.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's all coming out.
Fair. I've been awful to him over the years.
And we talked about potentially, do we postpone it, take a risk, try and do it next week? 2 reasons. No.
No.
Because we'll both know.
And 2.
Well, they both know. Because we never disappoint our fans.
No, and 2.
1.
1 no.
1
yes.
Yes. We never disappoint our fans because they expect nothing from us anyway.
No, that's right.
And 2, that might be like DEFCON 1 on the baby situation in a week's time.
Yes,
so
exactly.
That would be fun, wouldn't it? We could do
How do you mean?
Well, as in podcasting in the moment.
What, while there's a baby?
Well, I mean, it'd be great audio. Could be
worse. I don't know.
Could be worse than the shit we put out.
Depends what he's doing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I'm sure we'll try it at some point.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
That could be something, yeah.
Bring him along. See what he has to say.
I can't. I think I've said it before on air. I can't even imagine the idea of a little Ray running around.
It's going to be carnage.
Being a little.
It's going to be absolute carnage.
A little you.
Yeah.
He's going to be such a fucking lad. He's going to be insufferable.
He's going to steal your lunch money.
I'm terrified of him already.
Yeah.
They sense weakness.
He's going to be very stocky.
Yeah. He's going to be. He's going
to be like that. Oi.
He's going to be
Uncle John, what are you doing?
You fucking wanker.
You fucking tosser, John.
Where did you learn those words? Dad, that's what Dad calls you.
And then I just walk up behind him. What's this fucking tosser up to?
Push him down, son.
Yeah. Yeah. That's going to be good. That's going to be sweet.
So is this your... Well, no, I was going to say, like, is this your last night out before... This
technically, this doesn't really count because this is business.
Yeah.
Technically. But I'm not going to go anywhere without Liz that's out of town, let's say.
Sure.
Until the baby's here.
Yeah.
And maybe not even then.
You're going to be her shadow, kind of.
That's going to get really annoying for her, I think. Yes.
Yeah.
No, that's pretty much the idea. I'm just going to follow her around at all times, offering my help, asking if she's in labour yet. I think that'll be good. I think that'll really take the pressure off.
That's really gonna make these final few days
bearable. I'd say.
Yeah, bearable. Yeah,
absolutely.
Who'd believe it? Yeah.
So yeah, she's due next. We're recording on Friday. In case we hadn't already
said. Friday. Yeah. Normally we're a Thursday show.
Normally we're Thursday, but the awards do. So she's due next Thursday. So if you're listening to this on the Tuesday, she's due in 2 days.
Wow.
Which is fun.
Wow.
Which is fun. We might. I mean,
depends what happens over the weekend.
Frankly, by the time you listen to this, we may have had the baby. You never know.
God,
hard to say.
It's really going to be. This is really going to be a turning point.
I say we. I mean Liz. I'm relatively redundant in all this.
But that's very. That's the supportive language, isn't it?
How do you mean?
All around having a baby. A couple often say we're pregnant. Like we're.
They do. I mean, technically, we're pregnant is true.
Yeah.
We're having a baby. I suppose technically is true. We're birthing a baby collectively is untrue.
That seems like that's more of an in the moment.
That's a doing, isn't it?
Yeah, this is like now.
Yeah.
Kind of. If you had Twitter on your phone, you could like that would be a kind of tweet. That's a moment. Like
maybe I should tweet during.
Well, I mean, you're going to be busy out in the waiting room, I suppose.
Busy getting a coffee.
So, the father to be is allowed in the room. Oh, thank you. 5 minutes later. Yeah. It's probably best if you wait outside, actually.
I'm there shaking in the corner.
So you're not actually helping.
Yeah. Stop holding a leg up in the air. That'll be it.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I think
I've been told, instructed, advised that I can bring the lols.
Oh, okay.
So, and I don't really need an invitation.
I would say that over 130 episodes of this show is clear evidence that you do not.
Even when requested, that it's very tricky.
It's about time you fucking start.
Yeah. Hooray. This is the funniest you've ever been.
Yeah. Well, I imagine like kind of just mind melting terror will probably make you funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon so.
Yeah,
I reckon.
Do you get robed up? Are you going to get a robe?
I don't know.
Yeah,
it depends on the circumstances. There are obviously different ways to birth. So I think it's just go with the flow.
Do you think the doctors would appreciate it if you turned up in your own medical uniform you brought from home?
A fancy dress.
I didn't say
from
that.
A Halloween costume.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, that I've stolen previously. Yes, I think they would probably love that.
Got a yellow plastic stethoscope.
I think they would probably love me turning up in their garb.
Yeah.
But a slightly shitter version and telling them how to do their jobs. I think they'd love that.
I think I'll go down really well.
Yeah, I think they'd really enjoy that.
Not everyone can handle your kind of like in your face kind of comedy.
No. No, and good on you, listener, for sticking it out for this long.
Go with the flow. That's something you could say in the moment.
I could say that.
Don't worry, dear.
I might think it.
Yeah,
I probably won't say it.
No.
There's a lot of things I probably won't say.
You could
probably
have like a little hip flask.
Yeah, I've got drinks. I can't drive.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I'm the driver.
Yeah.
And our car's got a rattle at the moment, which is very inopportune.
Well, I think that's a very on the hierarchy of issues. That's quite a.
It doesn't matter too much.
No, it doesn't matter.
It's not. Nothing's going to fall off.
You're not going to hit the rattle over the screams.
No, won't matter.
Yeah.
Won't matter. Well, we don't want to put. In all seriousness, we don't want to put the car in the garage
No.
for a day, let's say, if obviously we need the car, which could happen.
That is true. Well,
So we'll do it afterwards.
yeah, God, yeah. I guess that's bad
I'll
babies.
think about these things.
Bad babies just got to be fueled up and ready to go.
The car? Or the
Oh,
baby?
sorry, yeah, no, the car.
The car,
yeah,
not the
yeah.
baby. Can't fuel a baby, John. They'll arrest you for that. Depends what you're fueling it with, I suppose.
What do kicks are like? Milk,
Coca-Cola.
Formula, milk.
Yeah, formula.
Yeah, give them.
That's all they can have
fuel
for
them
the first few
fuel them up
months.
with milk. Yeah,
That's all they're having.
I think that's laziness on the baby's part.
Yes,
Yeah, it's
I would say so.
Yeah, it's an unwillingness to try new things.
Yeah.
Really.
Why won't you try these fish cakes?
Literally everything is new.
I bought these fish cakes especially.
Do you have a? I'm thinking about everything I know about giving birth, which is not a lot. Do you have a grab bag, like a?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
we have 3 of them.
Oh,
Well,
strategically dotted around the house. so
yeah,
you
kind
can-
of. No, they're all in the baby's room. Liz has packed. I mean, Liz said, "Should we just pack a suitcase?" I said, "No, just pack that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Don't unpack it and repack it. There's no point." So we got like backpack-sized bags with food and bits and bobs and clothes, obviously for the baby and that kind of thing. So
Sure.
yeah, they're all ready to go.
Ah.
Yeah. All
So
ready.
yeah,
Pick
okay,
up.
yeah. So that's got like what, emergency flares,
Emergency flares,
crackers, dried meat,
Yeah,
ice axe.
yeah, different kind of dried meat.
For variety.
Yeah,
For the-
for the baby.
Don't want to get bored.
The
Yeah.
fish cakes to put in the microwave.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of that. I mean, I'd be lying to you if I knew exactly what was in this. So
No.
I knew exactly what was in the
Well,
bag.
you are married to like the most organised woman I've
Liz is
ever
very, very, very
met.
organised.
So I think you're probably fine.
I think it's mainly baby stuff. I'll be honest.
Probably, yeah.
I think there's a pack of cards in there.
For the baby.
Blackjack.
Little card shark.
Yeah.
Little bastard.
Yeah. So we might play cards.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Teach him whisk.
we're as ready as we can be. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it's gonna be a laugh.
And then after that, I think it'll be really easy.
Oh, I don't think you've got anything to worry
No,
about.
I think
yeah.
it'll be fine after that. Yeah.
Finding him a driving instructor, that could be a challenge. But, I think
Yeah.
apart from that,
Yeah. Well, I'll worry about that in a few years.
it's playing sailing.
Yeah. When can I start driving? 6 months?
Just start
8 months?
Just start contributing to like a bail fund now.
Yes. Well, that's a good idea. Yeah.
When he needs.
Well, we'll set him up an account with £1 in it, and that'll just go with interest straight away.
Oh, sure.
So so we're screwed.
Yeah. Well, gosh,
Well, there we are.
it's all very exciting.
It's all very exciting. What else is going on?
Good crikey, what else is going on?
What else is going on in the world?
Well, I have things that are going on.
things.
Things that are going
Things.
on. A lot of them kind of relate to my hate.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, I don't want to get into it too early.
No,
I
don't
don't
get
want
it.
to be. I don't want to
You
be
got to
too
keep them
efficient.
wanting more, John.
What have I been doing? What have I been doing? Yeah, working on a few projects. We were just saying off air. I've been preparing all the postage and
We did talk
packaging.
about postage. This is the kind of thing we talk about.
Well, we're very. You're bringing new life into the world. I'm dealing with a lot of cardboard at the moment.
We're both doing things.
Come see, come saw. It's basically the same.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I've got.
This is your successful Kickstarter project.
Thank you. It's very nice of you to say.
Yes, it is,
So the Kickstarter ended back in April. End of April.
Sure.
I think. I can't remember.
I'll be honest with you, John. I didn't
You didn't
give
back
you any
it,
money for
and
this one.
I noticed. Yeah.
No, good. I'm not a comic writer.
No, and you never will be.
No, not with that
With
attitude.
Yeah. No. So
And I don't like journals.
And another thing.
Another thing.
So I've Kickstarter ended.
Mm.
We were successful, thanks to some very generous
Well
backers.
done, everyone.
Indeed. So now the time has come to the books are printed. So now we've got to get them into people's hands. So this isn't my first rodeo.
Sure.
Well,
on this podcast, John, you've had moments where the delivery services have let you down.
they have terribly.
Let's
yes.
say,
I've got to say,
whereas this delivery service, the feedback I've had already
I think people
is
like.
sparkling.
Well, I don't know. I think people like to imagine that being creative. Let me just put my beret on for a minute. Being creative, it's just about like chasing these wild sparks of inspiration, and it's just I just stare out a window until an idea comes to me.
Yeah.
Really, it's 99.9% just bloody logistics.
Yeah.
Got to move shit from A to B.
Yeah.
So I've been using this other service called BackerKit,
Nice.
which is really useful. It's a way you don't collect postage during the Kickstarter. You collect postage afterwards on this other service.
Oh.
It's really useful because it means you can bring your Kickstarter target down, actually just fund the projects, and then it all works. So anyway, it doesn't happen overnight. You do it gradually.
Yeah.
You also take pre-orders. Anyway, I have spreadsheets.
Good.
My entire life is spreadsheets.
Whoa.
And
I like a spreadsheet.
I love a spreadsheet. Like literally, I could not love a human child as much as I love Excel.
No, good. Well, I'll let him know.
Good.
When he's
yeah,
here.
yeah.
This is your Uncle John. He likes the spreadsheets.
He will never get my approval.
Yeah.
Basically.
You come to me when you can do macros.
I can't do macros.
Can you not?
No.
Oh, what's your favourite formula?
I can tell you genuinely. Sum if.
Oh yeah.
I love sum if.
Bit of sum if.
And I'm using a lot of count if at the moment.
Lovely.
Big fans of the ifs, basically.
I do. I don't do sum if. I do like a sum in there, and I do like it when you can capitalise a word. These are basic stuff, but just do proper equals proper.
Oh yes.
And then you highlight if say it's in A1 equals proper brackets A1 close brackets. There you go. That is now capitalised. Sentence case.
There's a round up function,
Lovely.
which is quite nice. I think it might even be equals round up.
Oh,
And then you can put a number. It'll tell you how many decimal places you want it to round up to.
wonderful.
But count if, sum
Count
if,
if.
big fans of those.
Yeah.
What was I talking about? Yeah. Anyway, my point is, I spent a lot of time calculating postage and weights and all that kind of stuff.
God, this sounds fucking dull, John.
Well,
I'll be honest with
yeah.
you.
Well, it's bad in the room. It's even worse for people at home.
Yeah.
I've spent a lot of time, a lot of spreadsheets trying to calculate exact weights because we've got like different, like, we've got like different variants. We've got a small journal, a big journal.
Oh yeah.
So like people could.
I don't know any of this because I didn't back it.
Well, no, and you were right not to do
Yeah.
so. Yeah. I just think you could have been part of this merry-go-round of thrills.
Well, if you had charged me postage, I'd have kicked off.
There was an option for local pickup.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't
dickhead.
come around here. Except for this.
Begrudgingly.
Yeah, even when you have to talk me into
have to
it.
be highly sedated.
Yeah.
Anyway, my point is, it's been a long road, and I don't know what I was expecting. I kind of always expect the worst, but incredibly, collected all the postage costs.
Yes.
Spent a day purchasing postage.
Beautiful.
You can pre-order it from Royal Mail.
Oh,
that's the king.
That's the proper
That's
one.
the King's Mail.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one.
yeah.
And
Is his face on a stamp yet?
Ooh.
That's a good question, isn't it?
Oh, I'll tell you something interesting in a moment about the King.
Oh, yeah.
Tommy Dick Fingers.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, my point is,
Sausage hands.
the money I collected exactly covered the postage. And I don't know why.
Was that a fluke?
No, that just actually means my past calculations were correct.
Wow.
But generally speaking...
Like to the penny, more or less.
Oh, yeah, I think I had like 11 quid left.
Oh, lovely.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's good.
Like, honestly,
You
like...
spend that on something.
Because my experience is, this is like my third time... Yeah, I've done a few Kickstarters. It's my third time kind of handling fulfillment on this level.
Yeah.
And generally speaking, it's been an unrelenting nightmare. Like, something always goes wrong. You end up kind of annoying people, or you hit an unforeseen snag.
Yeah.
You hit customs in a way you didn't know you'd have to deal with.
Yeah.
And literally, like third time's a charm.
Yeah.
It's kind of working fine.
So these are going overseas as well.
Some are going overseas. So
Whoa.
got a UK contingent. We've got a world contingent.
Nice.
Mostly America, to be honest.
What about
but,
off-world?
That's Europe.
Oh.
Europe's
What do
been,
you mean?
as in like literally. I'm processing the orders as in local.
I was saying that to be facetious.
Well,
John,
and
you've
I'm
shown me up.
giving you a facetious answer.
Yeah.
I'm literally like, okay, we have the UK. That's Royal Mail second class.
Yeah.
We've got international, so world.
World.
So that's international economy,
Lovely.
which you can buy online. They don't tell you about that in the shops.
Do they not? Oh, a
We've
secret.
got international standard.
It's a secret.
and international economy.
Lovely.
And then we've got the Europe,
The Europe.
which sadly is having to be treated entirely differently for tax reasons.
Yeah.
So
Bloody Brexit.
well, frankly, yes. So that's going through a fulfillment company, a very trustworthy fulfillment company,
Lovely,
because
good.
they can. We've
You've got
charged.
Regis Fulfillment Company. And fulfillment is spelled
No,
wrong.
I'll name them. They're Spiral Galaxy.
Oh.
They're some of the nicest people we've ever dealt with.
There we are.
Out of Telford, and they are just so competent. It's
Good.
actually kind of terrifying.
Well done.
Anyway, so here's a
Spiral
fun,
Galaxy.
So here's a fun thing. You mentioned the King.
Do they want to sponsor us?
No, they've got better things to do.
That's
at the
fair
time.
enough, yeah.
But you mentioned King.
I did mention the King.
Charlie.
Yep. The third.
And he's going to be on stamps.
Yeah.
And he's going to be on coins
And notes.
and notes
Yeah.
and all that.
What else is the King on?
Tea
Tea towels.
new letterboxes.
Oh,
will
he's
have,
got his
like
emblem.
What would be like CR? Like
he's got his own one, which was C, and it goes into like the R, but the R's underneath it.
because what? It's like
Looks weird.
That's like Charles
Royal.
or is it like
That's what it stands for.
Regis?
I think it's
Is
Royal.
it like Latin or something? Or
I'm sure it's Royal.
yeah.
And we went to the Tower of London, and I'm sure
I'm sure you know better. Yeah. Anyway, the point is, here's the thing for you: the Royal Mint.
Oh yeah.
So that's the
Make the coins.
They make the coins.
Make the coins.
Make the coins for land. They're obviously having to bring out new stuff.
Sure.
But they also do.
I mean, that's costing them.
Well, they can make money, can't they?
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
It doesn't really mean.
But they also make commemorative coins that you are technically not legal tender.
Legal tender.
So, for example, it was a gift. I have a
£5 coin.
pound coin
Yeah.
of the Queen's Jubilee.
Nice.
And another one was a gift. It's a £5 coin of her death, I think.
It's a bit morbid.
Well, it wasn't really celebrating it, I suppose.
No,
More like a commiserating.
commemorative.
Anyway, so
these often sell years later for more, don't they?
they could be worth more. They come in like a little display envelope thing.
Yeah.
So apparently, if you're willing to pay for it,
Yep.
the Royal Mint will do varying levels of commemorative coin.
Oh.
So you could get like a £5 coin that you could take home, and it's much bigger than a regular coin.
Yeah.
It's maybe like
I remember I had one, and I can't remember what it was for, years ago.
Yeah.
And it was a big round silver coin. That's kind of what it looked like.
yeah, that's kind of how they're
Like a 10p piece had been like engorgulated.
yeah, like kind of twice as big as a 10p piece,
Sure.
like 4 times as big.
Yeah.
But it's a proper kind of, and I think it is pure silver.
Lovely.
But they do them in varying. So every time they bring out a commemorative coin, you could go like, okay, I want the cheapo version.
Yeah.
And maybe that's like 50 quid, 20 quid, something
Yeah,
like that.
nice.
And you're getting this cool coin you can take home.
Yeah.
Or you could go, I want, for example, a solid gold version.
Nice.
And maybe that's like 500 quid or something weird.
Nutters.
But you could, and then of course they're limited editions, so they get rarer.
Yeah.
But I think they do. You could get like something daft, like a platinum
Yeah.
coin.
People are weird, aren't they?
But maybe they only make like 100, and it costs thousands.
I would never buy a solid gold coin. Never. Because it's very malleable.
That's true,
Isn't
actually.
it gold?
Yeah,
Why would you buy a solid gold coin that's worth £1,000, let's say, but you know if someone bites it or like touches it too hard, it's going to bend and
I think
have a dent in it. Why?
I think
Why?
the idea is that even if it was like
That's the
mushed
value.
into a ball,
It's still worth something.
once upon a time, it would have actually, because I think originally it was worth the metal it was made of.
Sure.
So
Yeah. But now it's you're paying the premium for Charles's noggin.
Yeah,
aren't you?
yeah, and they do this weird thing where like if you paid out and got like the platinum coin,
Yeah.
you could pay for
He'd
it.
sign it for you.
He'd bite into it.
Yeah.
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 No, he'd sign it for you, and it would go in a vault. So literally, you could pay the Royal Mint.
Oh, I see,
20
right.
grand. And you
Yeah,
go,
I've
oh,
gotcha.
congratulations, sir. Here's a certificate saying you own the coin.
You get a free vault.
Well, you never get to see the coin
Oh.
because it just goes in a vault.
Oh. I thought you were going to say you got a free vault.
No,
Like, so I could put other shit in there.
no, because I think it would have no.
Like,
No.
that's what I thought you were going to say.
No, it's going somewhere secure, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
no.
you never get to see it.
It doesn't exist.
Okay, but
Let's be honest.
here's the fun fact.
Let's face facts, Joe.
Well, to be fair, if someone gave you a certificate saying congratulations, you own one.
Is that
of-
enough though? Could I sell that and say, hey,
But
you know,
but
guy
okay,
guy on Facebook Marketplace?
I agree with you, but I'm being that guy now.
Okay.
Because technically, the money in your bank account, you never touch that either.
No, that's true.
It's just a promise that you actually have, you know, five quid or however much is in your bank account. You know,
Yeah, about that.
about that. Yeah.
But what if I wanted it? What if I said, hey, you
well,
know,
technically,
Vault Master?
Well, here's the thing. Technically, then, yes, you could walk into a bank or a vault and you could request it. Technically,
Interesting.
but I think the idea
These
is
people
that,
are too classy to do that.
yeah, and I think the idea is that because it's so valuable, it would be safer.
You'd want it in a vault.
Safer in the vault.
I'd want to see it though.
I'd
I'd
probably
say,
wanna see it,
Hey,
yeah.
can you open up the vault? I'd like to see my coin.
Maybe I want like visitation rights.
Yeah,
I want to
every
see
other
it.
Saturday.
Yeah, I just want to pop in.
The bank can have it every other Wednesday, and I'll
Yeah.
have it every third Tuesday.
Okay, but here's the factor I want to bring up to you. So the Royal Mint, because they like making money,
Yeah.
will just frequently do here's just a commemorative coin about David Beckham.
Brilliant.
Or, they'll just do like random
They do
shit.
Star Wars ones.
But here's the thing. They did
Bunch of weirdos. Aren't
they did a Harry Potter series, which has become... They did 5 coins coming out in sequence.
Just getting a beer.
Please, good. So they did 5 Harry Potter coins coming out in sequence.
We've been watching the Potter films this week. It's interesting, isn't it?
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, my point is...
What is the point?
They're doing a series of 5 Harry Potter coins, which are quite expensive in themselves.
Yep.
But they've become a real collector's item.
Yeah.
And people are
they
paying...
wrong?
Well, here's a question for you. Why do you think that would be? Because they've released them over like one coin comes out, 6 months later another coin comes out, 6 months later another coin comes out, and there's 5.
Yeah.
And now people are rushing to buy them. And why would that be, do you think?
My guess would be there's a mistake on them.
No. But if you think they're coming out at the moment and there's been like a kind of 6-month gap between each coin, what do you think might have changed in like, what is that, 2.5 years?
Oh.
When the first coin came out and then the last coin came out.
Who died? Robbie Coltrane.
No, literally, who died? Think about it. It's a coin.
Oh, the Queen.
Yes, there we go. So it will be...
I went to Robbie Coltrane first.
Coltrane, that major figure in British royalty, yeah.
He is in Harry Potter, though.
Yeah, well, no, but this is the thing. The coins...
Oh, I see, so...
Half the coins...
Right.
Or like 2 of the coins have the Queen, and 3 of the coins will have the King on them.
That's very interesting.
There you go.
Could they not have... No, I suppose they wouldn't, would they? So they probably had made... some of the ones with the Queen on in advance, they're like, we'll bring these coins out. This will be a good money maker.
Yeah.
There's probably now a load of coins that they've got that have the Queen on, but will never get released, or they've melted them, whatever.
That's a good... Yeah. But that's...
Instead, it's got Charles' head on it.
Well, I guess the point is that, like, if you got the full set, it would be Queen, Queen, King, 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 or whatever, which would be quite rare. House.
Yeah.
Full house, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Here's another thing for you. I don't know why I suddenly know all this shit. We had that king who was only a king for like a year because he abdicated.
George the 6th? 5th?
I think he was a George.
Yeah.
His real name was David, I know that much.
Well, yes, because not all the monarchs have used
They
their
pick
real names.
a regal name.
They won't, I don't think they'll do that anymore, because everyone knows their names.
Yeah, it was a big question, like, will Charlie
It's the
take
problem with
a new
overexposure.
name? Yeah.
People know your name.
That's social media for you.
Yeah.
Ruining everything.
Ruin the great tradition.
Anyway, so the old... every time a monarch changes, they print new coins.
They face the other way.
They face the other
I
way.
didn't know that. Yeah.
But David, or George VI,
David George,
he refused to look the other way.
Did he?
Because he thought he looked better facing that way. So they printed some coins with his face on them.
Very good. And they're valuable.
Incredibly valuable, because they must have been like starting to print them when they're like, stop the presses.
The king has demanded you stop this immediately.
Well, he's like, stop the presses. He's abdicated. And they're like, oh, shit.
So he was facing the wrong way?
Yeah, he was facing the wrong way.
And, okay, so they're the rare ones.
Well,
I thought you were going to say he was facing one way.
Yeah.
And then he said, no, change it.
No, but my point is literally like, it'd be like if, the monarch dies.
Yeah.
And it takes a while for things to start changing over.
Yeah.
And then he abdicates. So they've already started printing the coins and they've got to do it again. So they're super valuable, apparently, those coins.
I'm thinking of the Queen's dad was George. The other guy, I'm thinking of the Crown now. I'm trying to picture the guy in the Crown.
Her dad's name was Albert, but he was a George King.
Yeah.
So
the other guy I can't remember the name of.
Well, his name was David. Did he do an Edward? It was like George Edward for a while.
Might be.
Lucy would know. She knows all this.
Lucy would really be useful right about now.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Anyway.
Here we are.
Have you got a hate?
Yeah. My hate is turning into a dad. But not in
there we go.
But not in a baby way. I'm very much looking forward to all of that. Don't get me wrong. It's the cliches about dads. Like,
I'm aware.
Like dads like stand outside and watch the lawn grow. Or dads are like look and assess the patio slabs to make sure they're all level.
Yeah.
That's me already.
That's been coming for you though for a while though.
Because we've had all this work done recently, including the lawn now.
Yeah.
I'm literally out there with a hose comparing the colour of the original lawn to the new lawn, thinking, I hope it turns to the same green.
How is the new lawn? By
it's
the
great.
way?
Actually.
Yeah.
It's very good. Well,
Yeah.
it's been raining a lot.
It looks
Fucking
very.
that as well. It's been raining, and I'm like, oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness we've needed this. We've needed this for the lawn. I can't keep going out there with the hose.
Liz is on the sofa. I'm like, Chris, leave it. It's like I'm watching the turf.
I
I'm watching the
obsessed
turf,
over
dear.
it. When it
Yeah.
first went in, I obsessed over it because they said to me, this turf will shrink if it's not watered enough.
Wait, like horizontally or vertically?
both, I think.
Okay.
Like it would just like shrivel in on itself, basically, because it was
like a sponge.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
They're like rectangular slabs of grass, effectively.
Yeah.
That then knit together as you water them and the nutrients get in them. Whatever the fucking science is behind that. So they said, yeah, just overwater it. If you think you've watered it enough, just do it a bit
Probably
more.
haven't. Yeah.
So I just, for weeks, I was just like, right, I got to water the lawn. I've got to get out there. And there was a heat wave. So I'm like, we've got to get out there. We've got to go water the lawn. And I'm there just staring at it going, that bit's not bedding in. That bit's not bedding in. The main lawn has gone yellow by this point because it's so hot. So now I've got a green bit on the side.
Yeah. You
On the other side, and then the yellow is the middle. Sorry, is yellow.
Sure.
And I'm thinking, oh God, how are we gonna bring this around? So when it starts raining, I'm like, oh, thank goodness it's raining. That lawn is going to be a luscious green before you know it. And I'm out there just looking at it.
Well, you've got the additional worry there, of course, is that you've paid for that damn lawn.
Yeah.
So, like you're invested.
That's why.
Who did your lawn?
Who did my lawn?
Yeah, it wasn't like Green Thumb, was it? They're always going.
No, there's my man. His name is Jamie.
Jamie.
He's a good lad.
He helped you out.
Cash in hand. No.
I
He comes with his dad,
sure.
whose name I can't remember. We just call him Jamie's dad. And they turn up. They do a very good job. And they give you some good advice, and they try and help you out if you've got any little odd jobs.
I thought when I was standing out on the patio with you, looking at it, I thought
we were just staring with our hands on our hips.
I thought you'd done a grand job. Where do you stand on like utility belts? Do you think you're going to get like?
Oh,
yeah.
Now there's a thing. Well, I'll be honest with you, John. I'm shit at DIY. You know this. You and I put a blind up.
We did
the other week. That's another thing. I stand and admire things when we do things like that, and you help me put that blind up, which is very good of you.
It was a
but I'm not very good at DIY. So
I think
would I wear a utility belt? Yes, I think I would. Because I think it's practical,
and I also think,
but I don't know if it would improve me as a home.
I would feel
economics man.
I would feel more confident in my abilities at DIY if you were standing
If I was
nearby wearing utility belt, telling me what to do.
Yeah, wearing one of them visor hats.
Yeah, that'd be something. Yeah.
Oh God, can you imagine? But yeah, it's coming for me. You know, all the cliches around dads and things like that they just like are obsessed with different things that don't really matter.
I've been saying this for a while, and I do mean this in the nicest possible way. When we first heard that you were having a kid, I was like, you know that Chris Ray?
Yeah,
he's going to be such a dad.
Yeah,
I
reckon I'm going to be fun but stern.
Yeah,
you know?
I think,
don't piss me off. In other words,
I think you're going to be warning like you'll send your kid to his room.
Then I'll be the first one to let it out.
But then you'll bring him a bit of pie or something later.
That's exactly what I'll be like.
Don't tell your mother.
Don't tell your mother. That's exactly what I'll be like. And when he does something bad, it's like, oh, I stole like a moped, and I'll be like.
I thought it was going to be like a mild crime.
No, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll go like, oh wow, how did it go? But then I'll punish him.
Yeah.
Like, no, you know, alcohol for a month. But Dad, I'm 15. Oh, you said it. Off to your room.
No alcohol for a month. What, even spirits?
Yeah.
God, no, I'm not a monster.
Spirits,
I'm not a monster.
Just beer. No. Vodka's fine because you can't smell it. So yeah, but I'm going to be such a cliche, and I'm here for it.
No, it's fine.
I'll be honest with you, it is a hate because I don't like the fact I'm obsessing over grass, but the actual being a dad bit, I don't mind that so much.
Where do you? Because you've had a Labrador for many years, and that's like having a child.
That's been a practice child.
Yeah,
because I'm stern but fun with the dog.
Because when you go somewhere with the dog,
you've
got to be like, have I packed the lead? Have I packed the poo bags?
I went to, before this awards do that I was watching last night, I went to the local cafe at the train station to meet my colleagues. I said, I'll come for a coffee and say hello.
Sure, yeah.
So I took the dog with me, and I was wearing my backpack. I was like, oh, I've bought a bottle of water for the dog, and I brought her bowl with me, and I brought her a little cheese bone.
Aww.
So I packed the bag, and everyone was like, have you brought a backpack for your dog? I was like, yeah.
Doesn't
everyone do that kind of thing?
So you got your...
So there you go.
So yeah, I kind of like... Yeah, because you like going to local beauty spots with your dog, going for a walk and all that. So
It's
I
my
kind of
favourite
figure
hobby.
it'll be like life is going to be pretty much the same. It'll just be like we're going to take little Thelonious Ray
Yep.
to
Spot on.
You know, like to a walk, and you know we're going to get out of our car and we're going.
Yeah. So the only thing we probably haven't bought, which we will need, is one of them carriers. So it's like
or whatever. Yeah.
Put the baby on your front because we're going to wait till he's here.
Yeah.
Like assess the best one. But we need to get one of them because I'll be taking him on loads of walks. I'm all over that.
I saw a couple walking the other day, and the guy had one of them, which I kind of imagine works kind of both ways. You can have the baby on your front or the baby on your back.
Yeah, you can adjust it so when the baby gets bigger, you can put it on your back.
But he had the baby on his back, kind of like facing his back.
Yeah,
which of course, like, you know,
but like a piggyback.
But he was so broad and the baby was so tiny. But I was thinking, like, the baby can't physically see anything. Like all they would see is a wall of shoulder.
Yeah,
like
that's kind of fun.
Yeah, but it's also like, you know, might as well put the
missing
baby
out on all this beauty.
Might as well put the baby in a bag or something. Like, it's got like experiencing.
Put him on your shoulders, you lazy git.
Yeah. I put
he's
the
big
work
enough.
In. Yeah,
if he's big enough. But yeah, I'll be out there washing the car and then admiring my handiwork. I love doing that. When you put even if I put like a new ornament on the fireplace, I then look at it. I'm like, yeah, that looks nice.
You got to look at it afterwards.
That does look nice. But I hate that. You know what I mean? Remember a few years ago when I was a big party animal.
Yeah,
and now that's what I get a kick out of now.
I know. This is kind of why I say, you know, like this is why I'm kind of terrified of the idea of a little Ray, because it couldn't have happened to a nicer person. I can't imagine this. I mean, you've changed a lot.
Thank you.
In a good way.
In a good way.
In a good way. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of radical.
But I don't want to keep staring at the lawn, John. I'll be honest with you. I can't keep doing that.
Well, you've got to put stuff on it.
Well, it's turned out nice, actually.
Yeah.
Because we've had rain and because we watered it so well and because we were attentive, turned out nice.
Yeah.
We've mowed it already and then it's grown straight back.
When you're little shit of a kid, it's kind of like, you know, tearing up the grass and, you know, kind of doing wheelies.
Well, we think we're countering that because we've got a little area. Again, I'm talking about my lawn.
Go. To be fair,
area
people turned off a long time ago, so we can say what we want.
So we've got we're going to put a little rubber crumb area in.
Oh, rubber crumb
kind of thing. You can get like rubber mats, like they look like tiles.
Yeah,
and you put them in the little corner area, and you can cut them. Get a standing knife and cut them to shape, and then that'll be a little play area.
That's called rubber crumb, is it?
Oh, it's something like that.
Wow,
something like that.
What a word!
Yeah,
never heard that before.
Rubber crumb.
Rubber crumb?
It's something to do with that. Rubber crumb is something to do with AstroTurf, so I think it's the same kind of material.
Oh, okay.
The slab themselves might be something called.
I can kind of picture that.
Same material, though.
Kind of thing where, like, you know, a child's just going to bounce.
Yeah,
if they
it'll
fall.
be fine if it falls over. Yeah,
you could get a slide.
Yeah, might get a slide. Definitely going to get a swing. Might get a little chalkboard. Hang the chalkboard on the fence, and you can then just draw on chip. You know, all that kind of stuff. They're going to be sweet.
He's got it all. Do you think? I'm trying to think. What's the most ironic thing? Because if I had a kid and that kid got into football, I feel that would be cosmic irony. And are we talking what? So if something I would not be interested in? Yeah, if you have an arty kid or a kid who's like,
yeah, I used to draw as a kid though.
You did, yeah.
I've done a lot of stuff, John.
But what if you're like, you know, son, come watch me. Come sit with me as we watch, you know, the Premier League, the Cyber Premier League in the year 2050. Dad, no. I have my archery assignment or something like that.
That'd be cool.
What's the most disappointing?
What is the most disappointing thing you could do as a hobby or career choice?
I'm thinking about.
I don't know.
I'm thinking about all the years that you've inflicted football on me. So I want to see you suffer as well.
Yeah,
you have to do something else.
I don't know. Could he be interested in that I would find
you like
boring? Like Magic the Gathering, probably.
Oh God, actually, yeah, that'd probably be it.
Or like Warhammer.
Yeah, that
would bore the bejesus out of me.
Yes, oh my God, because even if they got into theatre, you
like the
theatre. Even if they got into Star Wars, you like the geeky
Wars.
shit. But yeah, fuck, I want to see your. This is
two reasons. One, fucking boring. I tried it as a kid. It's so boring. Two, expensive.
This is
Warhammer.
Yeah, very.
Buying all that stuff.
Yeah,
you know, I don't want to be paying for that.
Well, your kid's probably going to become a pro streamer.
Yes,
that's the way it's all going now, isn't it?
Goes paddling a lot in the stream.
Yeah, you're going to be fine.
Nice,
you've got this. Yeah,
that's the thing, isn't it? The dances on TikTok.
Oh man,
they all do that. The dancing and the the trends.
You see, you've made a particular choice now, because at the exact moment that we are checking out of popular culture,
they're checking in.
You're bringing a child in.
Yeah.
Who's going to be moving.
I'm going to have an awareness of these things like threads. You know the threads?
Threads could be the number. Like, your kid could be a threads
Threadist.
superstar. Yeah.
Master threader.
That's pretty good.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could be. And I won't know what the hell's going on.
No.
There'll be something new by the time he's doing that kind of thing.
Yeah, it'll probably be like
I'd have thought.
I don't know, be a big hit on, Cybergram.
Yeah.
whatever the next
Good
one
old
is.
Cybergram.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, something to look forward to. But I'll be there watching my lawn. Watching the lawn grow with my hands on my hips.
Do you, when you think of the future, do you imagine, is there a rocking chair on a porch?
I'd love a rocking chair.
Oh, man.
I would bloody love a rocking chair.
You don't get many rocking chairs now, do you?
We would have got a rocking chair for the baby's room, but we got like a little chaise longue thing instead.
Oh, yeah.
Because it fits a bit.
I've seen the chaise longue.
Yeah,
it's quite nice actually,
eh?
yeah.
I would bloody love to have a rocking chair in the house, and I've been quite vocal about this in the past. But there's nowhere to put it at the moment. We'll get one.
What is the exact function of a chaise longue? Are you meant to sit on it or lie on it?
It depends, I think.
And you've got yours is very diddy.
It's a tiny one for just monitoring the cot, I think.
Oh, I see.
So when he moves in there in 6 months, because he's in with us for 6 months.
Yeah.
I think when he's going off to sleep, we'll just sit on it. Or if he's crying and we have to go in, we'll just sit on it. Or reading him a story or whatever. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So that's what it's for. Just sit in there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it built to baby dimensions, or is it built to
we went around someone's house and stole it. No, we went on Facebook Marketplace, and I don't know if it was promoted as a baby chaise longue
or just
a
small
side chaise longue.
Small chaise longue. Yeah.
Liz was like, "Let's get this." I was like, "Yes, that's fine, absolutely." And then it's at the end of the cot, basically. So we'll just sit there and, whatever we'll do. I mean, how much we'll sit on it, who knows?
It's going to be magical.
Yeah. We've got all this baby stuff, and I have no idea how much we're going to use any of it.
I think
some of it will be vital and some of it will be unnecessary, I'm sure.
I think back to my youth when I was a baby or whatever, and I'm thinking, like, how many, what you're describing, like, when my parents had to, like, sit and, like, keep an eye on me, they didn't have podcasts.
No.
They didn't have handheld gaming.
No.
I
will be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm quite looking forward to that. In the middle of the night, if he's up and I'm just like, watch a movie.
Yeah.
I'll put a movie on.
Why not?
I'm quite looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I'll be knackered.
That's you time.
I'll be absolutely knackered.
Think how much you could get done.
But I'm off for 2 weeks. I can be knackered for 2 weeks. It doesn't matter when I sleep for 2 weeks.
Well, as we said kind of off air, like, you've actually spent a lifetime of, you were talking about, like, prepping for being tired and sleep deprived and all that. And it's like
doing that all the time.
All that partying.
Yeah. I can do it.
You can function at 5
a.m. I can do it.
Yeah.
I can do it. But yeah, that'll be good. That'll be sweet. Streaming stuff.
I've seen you haul yourself out of bed at times when you're like a barely functioning human being.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen you go hard and then go to work. And that's kind of like...
that's been a long time
excellent.
Since that, but...
Yeah, I know, but it's excellent training. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so. So there you go.
You went to work with a bloody hole in your leg after the fence incident.
Yes.
So
we don't need to. I think we've been over that many times.
I think we've talked about it 8 times
in depth
on air. So yeah, I think all those life skills. Maybe it's like it's all been lining you up for this moment.
I think so.
Yeah.
Happy days.
Magical.
And my lawn's still growing.
If your kid got into Magic the Gathering,
fuck that.
Fuck that.
I don't want him getting anything that nerdy or expensive. I'll be honest with you, John, it's more about the expense.
I know. But also, it's like Lego's expensive.
Yeah, but that's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool, Lego.
Lego lasts forever as well.
Yeah. But it could be like an atomic bomb and the Lego wouldn't survive.
But that's at the bottom of the Mariana Trench and all that. Yeah.
I've got Lego in the house, so I've not got a leg to stand on. There's no Magic the Gathering shit or Warhammer crap at my house.
Is that where you put your foot down?
I think it might be.
I'll tolerate anything, son.
I can't think of an area of popular culture or, like the theatre or anything like that, which technically is popular culture.
I don't care. I don't care if you're running a blue-white control deck. Not in my house.
I don't know what that means.
Well, there you go. That's a fun joke. Someone enjoyed that.
Yeah. I think that's where it is. There'll be something else. There'll be like fucking Pogs back or something.
Yeah. Tamagotchis will come around.
Again, I probably wouldn't mind that. I think that'd be quite fun. Yeah.
I'm
going to enjoy all of this.
Speaking on behalf of the other childless member of the podcast, Nick, who isn't here to defend himself.
Yeah.
When we went
He's got Tamagotchis.
When we went to a convention lately. I took a photo of Nick and Ali, put it on our socials, like you do
on your threads.
And someone commented on Nick in the photo, going, "Oh my god, has Nick got a rare Pikachu Tamagotchi on his belt?"
Yeah,
and I was like, "He's got 2." Like he literally, he's got a yellow and a black one. He's been collecting them.
But it's the same thing, surely.
Yeah, he's just got 2 of them.
You're just paying for the casing. Oh, I don't.
No,
want to
I think he said like one's
was different. Fine.
I think he was like I just zoned out. He was saying like, "Oh, one was only available in the northern prefecture of Japan for a brief window in 1992."
Sure.
And I was like, "Okay, that's fine."
That's
Yeah.
It's worth 2 billion yen.
Maybe less.
Maybe, yeah.
Now your phone's pinging.
Oh God, is it?
Yeah. Now we
No, I'm all right.
Yeah, we allowed a phone in the room in case
something happened.
In case baby.
Yeah.
And all that.
No, nothing important. It's
good.
It's another WhatsApp chat.
Oh, well, you know what? I'm gonna grab one of these ciders. I feel in a celebratory mood.
Yeah.
This is good. Yeah.
I'm feeling strong and powerful.
This is grand. Well, I've got a hate.
Yes.
I hate, and there's really not a nice way to say this.
Oh God.
I hate the idea of having to work for assholes.
Oh no. Well, everyone hates that.
No, but I mean like just actual fucking assholes.
Go on.
Just like the worst people
I feel like
in the
you've
world.
been burned before, John.
No, I've been lucky.
Everyone's been burned in some way, sure.
Well, we've all been burned, but I'm lucky in that. Okay, so I'm my own man. I'm out in the world.
Yeah.
I'm freelancing, and you know what? It can't all be writing video games and just the international
journal
rock and roll lifestyle of
comics
of a mediocre British comic book writer.
Yeah.
Like so you take the boring jobs when they come along.
Yeah.
Frankly, I'm not fussy. Like, if it pays the bills, I'll go for whatever. But I've been doing some kind of job hunting, job scouting in the last week, kind of seeing what's out there, which I think everyone will agree is a relentlessly miserable experience.
Yes.
No one enjoys.
No one enjoys that. You got to pretend.
Pretend what?
Well, like when you get to a certain point in the job hunt, you've got to pretend that it's not just about cash.
It's about.
Oh yes, it's really about progression.
It's
about cash.
Yeah,
it's about cash.
It's a cold hard cash, basically.
Yeah.
And so like I have spent more time than is healthy on places like LinkedIn, which is just a fucking.
People love bragging on LinkedIn.
LinkedIn is...
And just saying stuff that doesn't make any sense, and they would never say to anyone in person or on any other platform.
It's just a cavalcade.
It's awful now.
Cavalcade of losers. Like, I really can't find a nice... And I'm on LinkedIn. Like, I'm using LinkedIn. I have friends
I'm on LinkedIn.
who are on LinkedIn. You're on LinkedIn. There are people who are on LinkedIn. And then there are people who are on LinkedIn.
That's the difference.
Like they are...
I found LinkedIn helpful when I was job hunting. When was that? A couple of years or so ago.
Same.
I said, could you leave me a testimony if you've got 2 minutes? That'd be great. And lots of people did, and that was great. Yes. There are people who were just very like, oh, I woke up at 4:23 as I do every morning, and I looked out of my window at the rising sun, and I thought to myself, how can I run my company better? And then it struck me, water fountains. And then it's just like it's just bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. I know exactly what you mean.
Like 2 years ago, I was homeless and I'd recently been stabbed and I was bleeding to death. But then I thought, no, I'm not a poor person.
No more.
Now I earn $24,000 every second.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of that.
And I'm still bleeding, but it's slightly less.
And I've been recently stabbed once again by the same person.
How does he keep finding me?
I really should get that divorce.
I pay for security.
Yeah.
But no, my point is, I've talked about LinkedIn before, so I don't necessarily want to bring that up. But my point is...
We're talking specifically.
I've been on a number of websites. There's LinkedIn, there's places like Upwork, all these places where you can kind of scout for freelancing positions. Yeah. And... every website has its unique flavor. They all bring different things to the table. And I hate the idea of wanting work.
Yeah.
And realizing there is work available, but it's for absolute fucking assholes.
Oh, yeah.
And it's that question of how much am I willing to swallow my, I don't want to say pride, but like integrity.
What's my integrity worth?
Yeah, as in
That's a difficult question.
Yeah, like I saw.
There's no good answer.
Like
to it.
You know, it's like I saw an ad go, and it was for they called themselves an education company.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That's a
we are an education company.
That's a broad church.
Yeah, that
can be anything. And they were looking for some proofreading, and I was like, you know what, I can. I'm a really good proofreader. I used to do that for nearly 4 years, so I can do that. And you know, because I think we've talked about it on air before. I think I missed my calling in life, which was being an internet detective, because I'm quite good at tracking things down online.
Yeah,
because a lot of these websites, they'll post jobs and it's kind of like almost anonymous.
Yeah,
it'll just be
like you'll be working for the company.
You don't know who you're working for.
The client.
So I did a bit of digging and I worked out who this company was, and I'm like, oh, okay, education company. Let's dig a little deeper.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's all the work of like one self-help guru.
Yeah.
You picture him like slicked hair, tight t-shirts.
Yeah.
He offers courses.
Sure.
You know.
Sells the courses.
Yeah. So like, you know,
tells everyone how successful he's been, even though there's no proof.
Well, I mean, would an unsuccessful man have a website like this? I mean, probably not.
I don't know.
Now you could ask yourself, why would a man this successful need to
do this?
Yeah, need to pay people.
Yeah.
Need to find people willing to pay him to learn how to be successful. Yeah. Surely he could just live off his incredible wealth.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Having already succeeded. Absolutely.
So I'm just like,
he just wants to share his gift.
I know,
presumably,
but not for free.
No, you wouldn't share it for free.
No, his time's very
just
valuable.
A bad
yeah,
business decision.
So I'm just looking for, and I'm looking through this, going like, oh my god, like this man is an asshole. There is no nice way of putting it. He is just an asshole. Like whatever grift you can imagine. Like,
so this is something you hadn't yet been put forward for.
I think I kind of like I said like, yeah, I can proofread.
Yeah,
I'm your man.
Fine.
I probably said it in a bit more eloquent way than that. And as it happens,
I could proofread real good on that.
As it happens, didn't hear anything back. But then I go like do a little bit.
He went out of business.
Well, and then I just find this colossal asshole who's offering like, you know, the 3 tiers of enlightenment package. And, you know, if you pay me $500 a month, you can be on my beginner tier.
Yeah.
And like, literally he's built his website so that you go to like the first tier and like you see like a bar filling with energy, but it stops like a third of the way.
Yeah, you don't want to stop there.
Looks a little limp.
Yeah,
you know, like there. Oh, that's not very impressive.
You pay me $1,500.
I think it goes, oh, it gets a little bigger, a little more pronounced. You know, penis analogy.
Yeah,
and then it goes, oh, but what if you paid me $3,000 a month?
Ding 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 ding.
I was like, oh my god, look at the size of that penis bar. I mean, energy bar.
Yeah,
you know, and it's just like.
Beautiful.
The sleaziest, nastiest kind of tricks, you know. And you see other stuff like,
people fall for it though regularly.
Well, the thing is, like, people are desperate. They want to live. They want money. You know, they need to pay their bills, and they'll do.
Well, you're capitalising on that. That's what it's capitalising on.
But it's just this ecosystem.
Which ethically is shit.
But again, it's just this. This is like a tale as old as time. It's like where there's people who have a skill. There's people who have money but are talentless.
Yes,
but also don't want to pay like a decent amount.
Why should they?
So, God, I saw something. It was like we need like a series of they were like it was something wild. It may even have been like a 2,000, 3,000 word essay or article or something. You know, even a story. And they're like, and our pay is $5.
Oh,
like per story.
Brilliant.
Not per word.
Yeah,
but like per story.
I had one of those once when I'd left uni.
Yeah,
and I was doing little freelancey bits, which I was getting some money for, but not a lot. But there was a company who asked me to just copyright for them, for like ads, essentially, for their clients.
Oh, yeah, SEO kind of keywords.
And
stuff,
I sort of said, it'll be a tenner. What did I say it would be? It would be, that was it. It would be a tenner per item.
Okay.
And they took that to mean it would be a tenner per 10 items. I was like, no.
No.
Because that's 10 times what I quoted.
Yeah, think about what you're saying. And that's also quite generous.
They tried to get away with that.
Were you going even like a tenner per article is actually quite generous?
I was like a tenner per 150 words, something like that.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't, it was reasonable.
Yeah.
And they took it to mean the whole shebang. You had to write 10 different articles per client. And I was like, no. And they knew that.
Yeah. And also, like, you know, it feels good. Like, can we afford it, though? You can afford it.
Yeah.
Like really think about what you're offering.
Yeah. And then I think the company went bust and I never got paid anyway. I did like a couple and then I thought, no, actually, this isn't what I agreed to. I'll stop now. Bastards. Can't even remember the name of them.
Well,
Good riddance.
They don't exist anymore.
Yeah, good.
It's that thing where, like, because obviously, you know, if you're exploring kind of like writing, editing, proofreading jobs, that sort of thing, they're like, you know, you'll get these ads and you'll go, okay, this seems to be ticking some of the boxes. This looks okay.
Yeah.
And then you go scroll. We are the leading, you know, kind of thought leaders in NFTs and crypto.
Good.
Like,
here we
Christ.
go. Can't wait for them.
You know, or like, you know, we're the world's leading gaming industry. I'm like, oh, a gaming company. Oh, that sounds cool. You know, we make kind of like online gambling, and it's okay,
that kind of gaming.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh god,
play, win.
Because you know, like, because you've done this, you know, like the subtle art of like writing for the web,
yes,
and, you know, keywords and
all that nonsense.
You know, trying to just make this SEO bait, which is the nature of the beast, because what we do. But like, it's when they're just like, oh yeah, we sell like, I don't know, amphetamines for toddlers, and we go like, yeah, would you write about this? I'm like,
no.
I mean, I could,
yeah,
you know,
I have the ability.
I'd probably do a decent enough job, but
I just don't want to.
Jesus Christ, and this
kind of what it's come to.
I know, and this is why it circles back to like, LinkedIn, because I like, and not to repeat myself, but like, just the dickhead. I can't think of a nice way to say it. Just these thundering assholes who are like, describe themselves,
and they know what they're doing,
because you have to describe yourself, don't you? And
what are the 3 words that would describe your work ethic? Committed,
perfect,
generous,
divine,
you
know,
all of that.
But like, there's these guys who are like, it's generally a guy, but they're like, very cropped beard, slicked hair, power suit. They've got the professional business photo,
doing that Tory stance where they've got their legs apart.
Yeah, and then
they look powerful,
and they're never just, I don't know, manager, or they're always like visionary. Entrepreneur, solopreneur, pioneer, digital pioneer.
Yeah,
that's
there
the
it
new one.
is.
But anyway, like, you know, they like to jump on trends. Like a few years ago, it was all like Bitcoin and crypto.
Yeah.
Then it's like NFTs, and now of course it's AI.
Yeah.
So AI is the hot ticket.
Ooh.
Not for, you know,
it's got such a negative rap, AI, for something that nobody knows anything about.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh no, it's going to kill us all. Whereas no one actually knows anything about it.
Well, it's not like,
which is why everyone's making money off it.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it's not that what we have at present. Like, the problem is the word AI has a lot of connotations. We think of something that's actually intelligent, and what we currently have, it's not intelligent in that way.
No.
So it's like we've seen it affecting.
I think I described it as someone as like intuitive, like creativity, that kind of thing, or intuitive something.
It's basically it's just remixing.
Yeah.
It just takes whatever's out there and brings
you
it
have to give it a command. It's like a dog.
I know, but this is the thing, because, like, you know, if you're in the marketing comms space, which we both are, and, you know, moving in that world, there's so many people who are apparently just so bereft of creativity that they're like, you know, I've seen people.
Put it in AI.
Well, I've seen people who are not, like, literally posting this without a hint of irony, going, "Hey, we all use Chat GPT to write our content.
Yeah.
We all use Midjourney to make our imagery. But what if it was easier?" Hi.
Yeah.
I'm you know, Dave Vivatic, and I'm Dave Vivatic, and I'm a solopreneur digital visionary in the field of AI prompt generation.
Nice.
I
buy it.
Here are my 10 top tips on how to make customized. Literally, AI is, you give it a prompt and it does a thing. And these people are so creatively bankrupt, they can't even come up with the fucking prompts.
Yeah.
So they're like, this is how you can generate the best like, literally, that is the one thing you have to bring to the table. And you can't fucking do that.
Yeah. The top 10 lists in general I hate.
Oh, they're just, and these people are like, I hate to say it, leading the conversation. Whatever this means. Like, I am not
going to say leading the con there.
Well, you can't start a conversation about con,
there
can you? Yeah.
There we are.
But like, I have serious issues with AI as it currently stands because it isn't intelligent, despite what they tell you. It is literally just.
It's a weird name for it, actually.
Yeah,
when you think about it.
It's a self-fulfilling and perpetuating
and
tool.
It freaks people out
for remixing shit.
Yeah.
Like people going like, "Oh, is AI going to build robots and take over nukes?"
Absolutely not.
That is a long way away.
Yeah.
What we have at present is a machine for stealing and remixing what's already there.
Yeah.
So you go, "Oh, GPT,"
and it's wrong all the time.
It's so intelligent. It wrote an essay.
Yeah.
No, it looks at every essay that ever been written.
People
and
would
just,
know, wouldn't they? Yeah.
So I just like, oh my God, these people, it's like...
Let me ask you this, John.
Yeah, here we go.
Have you ever applied for one of these positions with an asshole?
No.
Good for you.
And I feel the closest was applying for that anonymous proofreading job.
Yeah.
And then working out that it was just another form of
that guy's a
grifter.
Dick.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's basically like, it's not a pyramid scheme, but it's basically, you could put it in the same camp. Pyramid scheme, MLMs, self-help gurus, just pay me $3,000 a month and I'll tell you how to be successful.
Mad,
tell you how to comb your hair. It just and just these people, and it's like, and again, I'm not just going to complain about LinkedIn, although I could, but I've done it in the past. It's the fact that like this ecosystem is just full of people who are just like, there's no nice way of saying about it. It's shit. Yeah. Everything is shit, and this is a big problem with AI. It's not the AI itself. It's what like, oh God, I don't.
It's how people are using it.
Well,
it's how people are selling themselves with it.
It's like, do I think that like AI is going to replace human creativity? I don't think so.
No.
But I'm worried about the damage.
It'll come closer.
I'm worried about the damage that the idiots and the unimaginative, uninspired people are going to do in that time. Because literally, you could log into LinkedIn today and the proof is right there for you. 90%. There's a famous quote, and it's by a sci-fi author, and I can't remember who it was. It's either Isaac Asimov or Arthur C. Clarke, or one of them.
You could tell me either one, John.
But I can't remember which one it is, but they're being interviewed, and it's like an old black and white, like 1950s kind of thing. I'm going to paraphrase it.
Yes.
So they're basically like, oh, so you're a famous author, are you? And you write sci-fi. Yeah. If sci-fi is so great, why is 90% of sci-fi shit?
Oh.
And I'm paraphrasing. We're probably going to say shit. Probably said like manure or something like that.
Yeah, very good.
And he replied, well, 90% of everything is shit.
That's true.
Yes. And I was like, that's quite profound.
Yeah.
So this is the issue we're facing. 90% of the people who are using AI are shit.
Yeah.
There is no nice way of putting it, because they are going, oh, give me 10 successful business ideas.
Yeah.
And then give
How do I write a website?
Give me 10 prompts for asking an AI to come up with 10 successful business ideas. And they're going like, I don't need a writer anymore. I don't need an artist anymore. Literally, how stupid are you? Because you don't need a marketer. You're out of a job.
Yeah.
You have literally just destroyed your own existence.
People are going to get wise to it, though, especially, if these arseholes are using this kind of technology. They're probably the guys who were advertising to you and other freelancers have now gone, oh, I'll just put this into AI.
Yeah.
How do I write a website about myself?
Yeah.
And here's my name.
Yeah.
And then they'll go, yeah, that'll do.
Yeah.
It makes sense in a way.
It's awful.
So it's good enough.
Yeah, and like, because they're all just like tech bros who are chasing the thing. They're on AI because it's hot right now. And I'm like, what was your job title on LinkedIn 6 months ago? It was probably like, I don't know, NFT.
None of them have job history.
That's
None of them have job history.
One of the thing is, like, because the Writers Guild of America are on strike,
strikes. And the actors
now the actors.
Saw that.
One of the things they were saying was that like studio heads were proposing new rules or contracts, which would mean that if an extra appeared in a movie, because they're in the Actors Guild,
supporting artists,
they would have to sign a contract, which would mean that their physical likeness, which would be filmed,
is
scanned,
in the studio,
put into an AI.
Oh, God!
And literally, like, we would own your likeness in perpetuity as an AI extra.
That's
we
dark.
could. That is fucking dark,
That's
isn't
dark.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It is dark.
Is that one of the things they're
one of the many things they're pissed off about? Yeah.
Yeah,
Because it's
fair
like,
enough. Everyone assumes it's about pay. I did actually.
Yeah.
With the actors, but if it's about that, fair enough. I back them.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot.
That is dark shit.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Netflix Black Mirror, which is kind of about that?
No.
Where they use Salma Hayek's digital image to make her effectively make her do things in a context of a show.
Okay.
It's called Joan is Awful, the episode. And it's basically a woman's life played out live on Netflix, but she's like portrayed by a famous actor.
Oh, sure.
And then there's a show within a show, and a show within a show, and a show within a show, and the actor gradually gets more famous. And it's just that they're using their digital likeness. Like, so Salma Hayek, for example, takes a shit on the floor of a church. But they've used that because the woman became aware that Salma Hayek was like her avatar in Netflix, and was like, if I piss off Salma Hayek by making her AI like avatar do this, I can get this show cancelled. So she starts doing weird shit to make Salma Hayek do it, even though it's not Salma Hayek, it's a digital representation.
Right, okay.
And then Salma Hayek comes and tries to obviously take it all down.
There's a film I haven't seen.
The real Salma Hayek.
There's a film I haven't seen from a little while ago called The Congress, I want to say. And it's about an actress who sells her digital likeness.
Yeah.
And it gets scanned.
Yeah.
So that they own her kind of face forever.
Yeah.
And then, like, it's about, like, the world kind of, like, going a bit apocalyptic and kind of, like, degrading, and everyone retreating into, like, a virtual world.
Nice.
But, like, this woman's face is, like, everywhere because it's just owned.
Yeah.
So there we go. I just hate this. Well, I don't know. I don't really know who to lash out at. There's no face to punch.
Certainly someone.
It's just like, it's miserable because there's a lot of desperate people out there trying to make a living.
Yes.
And there's a lot of like
Tech
just
bros.
assholes willing to take advantage of them, and I hate it.
Bastards.
Bastards for a lot of them.
Bastards.
Tell your
Come at us.
Tell your child to develop a physical skill, and so
Yes.
they never have to go on LinkedIn.
That would be good, actually.
Just make things.
Yeah, be a plumber.
Use your hands.
I wish I was a plumber.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
Always need plumbers.
Make good money.
Yeah.
I'd have a skill.
I can't use Chat GPT to stop my my sink smelling like shit.
Fact.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'd charge you a good rate, though, if I was a plumber.
oh, okay. Yeah, you do me
Slightly cheaper.
do me a solid. Yeah.
80%.
I'd rather you added that on.
Good, I will.
Anyway, what's your love?
My love is baby related again.
Oh, here we go.
Because I think this is probably going to be my last episode before baby. So I thought now would be an opportune moment to start bringing these things to the table.
Do you think you're going to take a parental leave?
From this show?
Yeah.
We'll see, won't we?
Well, we will have to review your contract, but
yes. What contract's that?
Anyway, moving.
Well, that cocktail napkin.
Locked in the vault.
Yeah. I love the amount of toys that are showing up at the house.
Oh, here we go.
I fucking love it, John.
Here we go.
There was a Mr. Potato Head in the window. Now, someone brought a Mr. Potato Head.
Oh, fair play.
They said, "Oh, I think we were going to give that to the charity shop." I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Take it to the charity shop? You're kidding, aren't you?"
Brand new Mr. Potato.
Oh, I wouldn't call it brand new.
No.
But there was a sticker on his nose. I took it off. Good as new. He's in the window now. I'm loving it.
Wait,
We've got all sorts.
Is it a Toy Story Mr. Potato Head?
No, it's the probably Fisher Price version.
Right.
So it's the slightly younger version. He has a mustache, but it's not quite the same level of, I don't know, what would you call it? Aggression.
Sure.
Or disheveledness that you might get with the Toy Story Mr. Potato Head.
Here's the question: is it actually he's a plastic potato?
Yeah.
Because I think originally the original
Real potato.
He was a real potato.
They just said, get a potato.
Yeah.
Here's your eyes.
Yeah. Happy days.
But you can't. That's not sustainable, is it? Or is it sustainable?
Well, it's probably
It's more sustainable than plastic.
you can eat it afterwards.
But then you'd have to keep buying potatoes.
yeah. But also a lot of households will have a potato.
That's very true.
You can play
Wise words.
Wise words. Certainly,
Yeah.
certainly in the good old days.
Yeah. I think I've got a potato.
Stave off rickets for a little bit.
But we got there's all sorts showing up over the last couple of weeks. We've got like this interactive dog. We've got
What?
Like he's not got a name. We've called him Bruce. But he's just a dog, and he makes like a nice woof woof noise, and he has like little interactive scrunchy things on him that make a noise.
Sure.
Little mirror, little lights, that little kind of thing. I love all that shit.
Is he?
I get to relive my childhood.
Is he cuddly?
Yeah, he's kind of cuddly.
I was
yeah.
going to picture one of those like robo dogs.
No,
Kind of...
no, he's cuddly. There's a little sheep that makes a heartbeat sound when the baby's asleep, so it like helps soothe him.
Wait, what?
It goes shoo, shoo. It's like makes white noise, but also like pulses like a heart.
Do babies like hearts?
Yeah, because he's been in the womb.
Oh.
We used to do it for the dog. Actually, the dogs are quite similar in terms of.
Is it her sheep?
No,
It's a new
someone
sheep.
gave us a an older sheep, and then someone's bought us a new one as well.
Oh, okay.
So you put him in the cot
All
or
these
in the
bloody,
room.
like Lovecraftian heart sheeps. What's going on?
We've got all sorts of books. We've got all sorts of like just old school toys, like building blocks, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
I can't wait.
These are all very like wholesome traditional toys. Yeah. How many batteries does the sheep take?
God knows.
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth considering. We have a box full of batteries.
Sure. Yeah.
At the house.
My worry is that you are testing the dog and the sheep now, pre-baby.
Yes.
That's using up valuable.
Well,
ions.
I've not gone too hard.
Okay.
But I'm excited to use them in the next few weeks.
Sure.
Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Mr. Potato Head I've been looking at every day.
Well, I mean, how could you not?
Yeah.
You're
taking him out to look at the garden.
Get on my patio.
Yeah.
So this isn't like you're not talking like Lego complexity.
Not yet, no. But
nothing.
the Duplo, I'm looking forward to all that.
You got any Duplo yet?
Not yet.
No.
Soon though. He's too young.
Duplo is owned by Lego, right?
Yeah,
it's
big time.
It's part of a family.
Big time.
Yeah.
Playmobil, train sets.
Playmobil.
I
Yeah.
can't wait. I cannot wait for all this, and it started already.
Thomas Tank Engine.
Engine.
He's still going.
There's
concern.
Chuggington. Have you heard of Chuggington?
I've heard of it. I don't really want
These
to
are
engage
newer
with it.
trains. They replaced those fucking steam trains.
Well, didn't like your
my niece
used
to watch Chuggington.
Used to watch Chuggington.
I love it.
Yeah,
I used to love Chuggington. That was my favourite show back then.
Wasn't that like ghastly early?
They look like
CGI.
Yeah, very much so. They look like sort of intercity trains, the new style of trains you get rather than steam trains. That was a good show. But there's all sorts of Bluey.
Well,
Bluey's coming.
I saw a couple of episodes of Bluey last week. I visited a friend who had a little kid.
Lovely.
Had some Bluey on the TV.
Brilliant.
It's actually very good.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, it's very good.
We're going to watch Bluey. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, John, I miss all this stuff from when I was a kid. You know, when I still have very fond memories of all the shows I watched as a kid. And now I get to do it all over again.
But like with new
better shows.
New better shows.
With actual writers.
Some of them will be better. I figure like...
I mean, I'm going to have to put up with very much baby shit initially.
That is true,
in the Night Garden.
Well, the thing is, you've got the power to not put those shows on the TV.
No, but I will.
You can make your kid watch whatever.
But I want to.
Well...
I mean, I'll be honest, initially, he's going to watch a lot of cricket.
Sure, well, that would be very soothing,
probably.
I'd imagine, for a baby.
Yeah, except when they're hitting sixes.
I think, like, I'm, as the outsider looking in from this, my ivory tower, I can say that, like, if there's anything shit on the TV for the first 2 years, that's probably your fault. Yeah.
Well, there's that.
But baby's not going to have a remote.
No, that's true.
Yeah, you've got to be very selective.
It's going to be wall-to-wall Bluey in my house.
Yeah. I think Bluey's pretty decent.
Bluey's supposed to be good, and then we'll get some Bluey toys.
Yeah,
some Bluey merch. Play with that.
You don't have to do that. I mean,
we will though.
Yeah,
we will.
Yeah, really. Like what you need to do is you need to establish ground rules very early on.
Yeah,
you want a child who's happy with less. So I'm saying
this is why I don't want him playing Warhammer.
One toy, one water bowl.
Yeah,
like maybe like a kind of.
We'll buy one branded item per year.
One branded item, well, maybe if he's good.
If he's good,
yeah.
Otherwise, it's a lump of coal.
Just give him, I don't know, give him a cardboard box. That could be a rocket ship.
Kids love
it could be
cardboard
anything.
boxes.
Yeah,
don't they? Have you seen the videos of kids getting like a really expensive toy and they just love the box? I'll just get the box.
That's all you need.
Get a Bluey box.
I'm just saying,
someone could draw Bluey.
You need. Okay, I feel like if you saddle yourself to a very popular franchise, you're talking expensive merch, toys. You're gonna have to go to a petting zoo and meet like a out of work actor dressed in a Bluey costume.
Yeah,
it's
gonna be shit, isn't it?
Petting zoos, huh?
Yeah, go to the petting zoo. That's going to be good as well.
That's going to be good.
All that kind of stuff.
Everyone's going to enjoy that.
I'm very excited about all that kind of stuff.
Have you had any kind of conversation with your dog? Have you tried to explain to the dog about what is coming?
I feel like the dog knows. She used to lean on Liz's belly. She can't really now. She's quite big.
Nature finds a way.
Yeah.
Nature knows.
I feel like on some level, because she doesn't really jump at Liz now. Like she does other people. I think she knows on some level that something's coming.
You do wonder.
Something's in there.
I am fascinated by that. You do hear stuff about the family pet suddenly getting like really protective.
Yeah, I don't think she'll get aggressive or anything.
No.
I think she'll.
No, I mean like protecting the child.
Yeah. I think she'll like get on with him, kind of thing. I'm confident.
Doesn't really have a choice.
Yeah, she
wants to get.
She
fed.
must.
Yeah,
she must.
Where do you stand on the idea of a small saddle?
What do you mean?
For your horse, for your horse of a dog.
Well, that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think she'd take too well to that, if I'm honest. We'll try it. We might hold him on her we wouldn't let go.
No.
And then she could just look and, but that'd be all right.
Only take some moments.
Yeah.
Inattention.
They should be like Buckaroo.
And then she's off.
She'll go full Buckaroo on him, and that'll be a disaster.
And then you got the first baby riding a dog.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, wow.
Could be a real money.
That's a money maker. That's a money maker, isn't it? Put that on Instagram or Threads or something.
Do you talked about, just to tie this into the idea of you becoming a dad,
a father,
like father. Capital letters.
Yeah.
Do you look forward to, or do you dread the first moment in which you, as a new parent, experience inadequate customer service somewhere?
Oh, yeah.
And thus you go to the local newspaper to complain?
Well, I've already done that.
Okay.
You're talking to me like I've not already complained to someone in my life.
But
I once...
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
At the start of lockdown, Curry's, one of them.
Yeah.
Curry's didn't pick up my fridge.
Oh, God, I remember this.
So I sent Curry's? I think it was
Why
Curry's.
not, yeah.
A picture of me on my driveway pointing at the fridge, sorry. I made Liz take it. Then they didn't reply to that. So I sent them another picture of me holding a picture of me pointing at the fridge, and I was pointing at the picture of me pointing at the fridge. And they replied to that. Bastards. Oh, you're talking to me like I've not already done that, John. Yeah. No, I'm all over that.
No, but you haven't posed for the low-res thumbnail shot of you
looking concerned,
crouching next to a pram,
yeah,
looking unhappy,
yeah,
like father outraged at.
Can you imagine that?
Blank.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, I'd do that.
You're going to go to like a public swimming pool, and you're going to find like a turd in the changing room.
The problem will be it'll be my turd. That's the issue.
Father outraged by turd.
Father outraged by familiar looking turd. Yeah, that'll be me.
Yeah, that's the one.
Familiar smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be me. I'm all over it. Anyway,
yeah,
I'm very excited about all these things I get to relive.
Do you think are there any like pitfalls of being a parent that you think I don't want to fall into that? Like you know what I mean? Like when you when people are like, are you going to be the parent who's going to be like, I can't believe this restaurant doesn't have pram access or something like that? You know, do you think that's going to be like your...
No, I would like to think that I would research that in advance.
Yeah, you're going to be...
No one turns up to a place and just assumes it caters for their every need. Surely. No one does that anymore. Not with Google.
No.
Not with Threads.
I'm trying to think what could like...
No, I feel like I'm quite tolerant. Not generally.
No.
But certainly of kids.
Yeah.
And understanding that not everyone's, cut out for catering for kids. If it's a restaurant or that kind of thing.
Yeah.
When it comes to kids, I feel like I'm quite understanding. I might change my tone soon enough.
Yeah, I mean, like, what if...
Don't go out of your way to be shit, I suppose.
No, I suppose...
As a restaurant or wherever it may be.
Well, frankly...
But if they don't cater for kids, they don't cater for kids.
Don't go out of your way to be shit. It's frankly just amazing advice to kind of anyone, basically.
I think so. And yet, here we are.
Yeah. What if we found ourselves in a beer garden on a summer's day?
Oh, that sounds lovely.
And you had your child.
Yeah.
And
there's quite a strong chance that'll happen.
And there's one table in the beer garden.
Yeah.
Being a bit leery.
Oh, yeah.
Using some coarse words.
I'd probably say something.
Yeah. Excuse me, mate.
Yeah.
There's a kid's bike outside. It's a family establishment.
I would say, can you like tone it down a little? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to think so.
Oh, yeah. And if you don't get, the answer you're looking for, straight to the local rag, get that in the newspaper.
Straight to the local rag.
Pose next to your pram.
I'd certainly tell on them.
Yeah.
At the bar or something.
It would be an absolute, if you could do this for me at one point in the next decade.
Yeah.
The moment, if you do experience something and there's an opportunity to take a photo, you in like a child's play area pointing at a turd on the bark.
Yeah, okay.
If you could do that for me, I want to see that. Like
and then a picture of a picture of me pointing at a picture of me pointing at the turd in the playground as well. One of them.
That would be magical.
Okay,
if you could.
We can sort that out.
Yeah,
we can sort that out.
I've got love.
Go on.
I think I love Gladiators.
Oh, what, the TV show?
Yeah, the TV show.
Now, here we go. Now then.
Yeah, here we go.
I have two things I'd like to say.
Okay, here we go.
One, original Gladiators, or there's a new Gladiators coming.
Is there a new Gladiators? I didn't know that.
They're rebooting
It's
Gladiators.
back.
Yeah. Gladiators 2.
Right.
So I assume you're talking about the 90s Gladiators.
Yes. Well, I mean, growing up in the UK, we had a TV show called Gladiators,
Cool Town UK,
which was
it was a
adaptation, regionalized of American Gladiators.
Oh, did they call it American Gladiators?
Yeah, it was called
Did they?
American Gladiators.
Oh, that's weird.
And there is, just because we were thinking of cancelling our Netflix subscription.
They put Gladiators on Netflix.
No. There's a documentary.
Wow.
A 4-part documentary about American Gladiators.
Oh.
And it's very entertaining.
Yeah.
I watched it all in a night on
Is it
Wednesday.
the same theme tune? We are the gladiators.
No.
That was our theme tune.
No, not even remotely.
Oh,
there's literally a 2-second mention of the British gladiators right at the end. Yeah, they say that it was actually arguably more popular than American Gladiators.
Yeah, I'd say that. Everyone in this country knows what Gladiators is.
Yeah.
Above a certain age.
It's funny that there's certain things that I still think of even now.
Yeah.
They had the kind of the dueling game where
and you still see those at stag do's.
That
kind of thing.
I mean,
birthday parties.
If there's a chance that somebody listening doesn't know what Gladiators was,
look it up.
I was going to say, could we describe it?
Oh, right, no. I'll describe it then.
Yeah.
So, contestants from the general public,
regular
Joes, who I assume had been to a gym in their lifetime, would turn up and they would take on the gladiators, inverted commas, air quotes, who were, I suppose, not necessarily professional athletes, but sometimes professional athletes.
Well, based on the documentary, either ex-Olympians or bodybuilders.
Fine.
Basically.
At a series of challenges, and they would compete against a different gladiator on a different obstacle or a course or apparatus.
In this amazing arena where they'd have incredible kind of...
There's a climbing wall, for example. There was a thing with bulls, I remember.
Big
bulls. There was the batons.
Yeah,
I suppose.
the most famous kind of challenge.
They would each stand on an individual round little stage,
like
above
a tiny
tower,
yeah,
above a ball pit, and they would each have a baton.
Yes,
so they would hold with both hands.
So you had like a long kind of Darth Maul-y kind of thing, stab with a
melee
rounded oblongs on the end.
Yeah. And they would fight each other with that, and obviously the first one to fall off would lose.
Yeah.
So that kind of thing. So they would take them on a series of challenges, and then ultimately try and win a prize at the end.
Yeah,
money.
Some kind of money prize. Yeah.
So that was the premise of the show. It was it was just like a game show, and in this country it was on Saturday tea times.
Yeah.
And was presented by Ulrika Johnson and John Fashanu.
Really?
Yeah.
God, you got a memory.
Yeah.
Ulrika Johnson presented
big
it.
time.
I have no memory of that. At
Absolutely.
All. And part of the gimmick also was that the gladiators, the legendary heroes that you had to beat, they all had a code name.
Fun names. I have an anecdote.
Here we go.
So probably arguably the most famous gladiator in the UK was
Wolf. Yeah.
Once played for Gillingham.
Really?
He played a reserve game on trial for Gillingham, and a load of fans turned out to watch him play for Gillingham in a reserve match in 1994.
Okay.
And his team name and his name on the team sheet was just Wolf. Yeah.
Fair play. Okay.
Good on him. So, and he's disappeared now. He still does interviews, I guess.
I guess he does. Yeah.
But he was the one everyone remembers.
Yeah, because
there was Jet. She was the sexy lady.
Yeah,
I
remember everyone talking about Jet. Yeah.
But I can't remember any others. Hunter. There was a guy called Hunter.
Yeah, it's funny, they would wear, because the point was
they'd be in spandex leotards.
Yeah, the point was that they were meant to be physically impressive, you know.
top tier.
Yeah, they were either bodybuilders.
It was in the 90s when no one had any muscle tone, and these guys had the muscle tone.
Yeah, true. Yeah, and in the 90s everyone wore very baggy clothing. Yeah, and these people were wearing kind of red, white, and
just
blue
showing off
spandex,
showing off their rippling biceps.
Very superhero-y, kind of.
Yeah,
and they'd have names like Wolf, Jet.
They looked a lot like He-Man in terms of the outfits.
Yeah. And I think why I enjoyed watching this documentary and why I think I love Gladiators is how kind of silly it was.
It was very 90s.
It's wild watching this documentary, which I would recommend. Is on Netflix right now. And
what's it called? Gladiators?
It's called something like Power and Mayhem or something like that. But Gladiators, I can't remember. But
if I look for Gladiators, I'll find it.
You literally can't miss it. Like it's 4-part miniseries. It's very good, actually.
Very good.
Very funny. But yeah, it's like they found all these kind of like bodybuilders, ex-Olympians.
Yeah.
Like the original idea was very shit. I'm not just going to recount the whole documentary. Like a guy had an idea for a show.
Yeah.
They tried to do it with no budget.
Nice.
It was just like people in like a warehouse. People got hurt. There was no padding. There was no, the uniforms.
People died.
The uniforms were shit.
Yeah.
But somehow they clung on.
Yeah.
Then they got money. Then it got better.
Nice.
But it's like, they would like just find people who were like, I'm a epic bodybuilder. And they're like, right, now you're Turbo. It's like, I'm an American football player. Right, you're Gemini.
Yeah, nice.
They just came up with like cool names and like.
They were just randomly cool names.
They just came, and apparently they just came up with like shit. Like there was no rhyme or reason. They were just like pick a cool name and then just kind of like,
that'll do.
Yeah, I don't
we'll
know.
build a story around it.
Nitro,
Nighthawk.
Yeah, that's too cool.
That kind of
actually,
thing.
yeah, that's too off the wall thinking.
Okay,
but yeah, just the sheer absurdity of it and like,
yeah, it's mad.
It was kind of that was spectacle television.
I find it weird that it was ever cancelled. Now that I think about it, I'd watch that now.
Yeah,
I'd watch that now
because they were saying
easy.
Because they were saying, and this is actually a very good point in the documentary. They said like if you hadn't had Gladiators, you wouldn't get things like Wipeout, Total Wipeout.
I was just thinking of Total Wipeout,
or Ninja Warrior,
or
all these other.
They're all very similar,
physical kind of shit. Yeah,
Ninja Warrior probably is filmed in the same studio as Gladiators was.
Yeah, but yeah, like, and it's interesting you say it's coming back.
Yes, I'm sure I read that.
Yeah,
somewhere. I'm pretty confident
because it was like a fine formula. Like, there's worse shit.
People
on TV.
turning up to physically combat against like athletes, effectively.
Because that's the unique gimmick. Like nowadays, like we'll watch Ninja Warrior and see someone kind of do like an insane obstacle course.
There's no show, even without the names and the leotards, really like that.
No,
really,
no. Because if you felt
where
like
they directly compete with
against
someone who should beat them.
Yeah, like
really.
And again, I would recommend watch the documentary because some of those people really wanted to defeat you.
Yeah.
Like they were there to fuck you up.
Yeah.
It's just absurd, wild television.
Oh, Gladiators.
That would be enough to get me back on the terrestrial TV chain.
Oh yeah.
If Gladiators comes back, I'll watch that. That'll be grand.
But I think it's going to be on ITV. I might be wrong.
Yeah. But the thing is, like,
that's the only drawback.
Ads. If you grew up in the UK in the 90s, there's certain things that are probably like ingrained in your memory.
Yeah.
And like they had
Noel's house party.
Well, they had an umpire. Do you remember, like a referee on
Gladiators?
Gladiators?
What was his name? Gladiators.
He's Scottish.
He's Scottish.
Yeah.
You will go on my first. It's like iconic.
Yeah.
You will go on my first whistle, contestant. Or is it the other way around? You will go on my second whistle.
Yeah.
Like, everyone remembers
the
that
most
guy.
Scottish guy you can imagine.
That was oh, what a bloke.
Yeah, what a guy.
I don't. He's probably.
He's all right. Yeah.
Yeah. He's probably retired anyway.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
There you go. Memory.
What a memory.
That could be you and your baby. You could enjoy the new season of Gladiators.
I'm gonna watch so much telly. You're gonna
be.
I probably will watch that documentary.
So, what do you think won then, love or hate?
Probably love.
It's got to be love.
I don't mind looking at the garden.
No,
I'll be honest with you.
You're on the cusp of this incredible.
Yeah.
You're
I'm gonna have to go with it.
You're gonna be.
If I go with hate now, it'll sound bad.
Yeah. You've got to settle into this groove now, haven't you? You've got to be like.
It doesn't mean I'm going to say love all the time, though.
Well,
when I'm back from paternity leave.
No, I actually think really, you're going to be like, you've got to settle into the hate a little bit because you're going to be the kind of dad, stern but fair.
Don't be shocked, listener, and you, if there's a lot of baby content over the next few months,
few years.
Yeah,
this could be for a while.
The next 18 years of the show.
Yeah, God, I mean, it's uncharted territory for all of us,
Yeah, it's technically the show's baby.
Yeah,
in a lot of ways.
And just to say, sorry, ladies, he's taken.
Yeah.